Hey, this is your girl Angie Stone, and you're watching my girl, the Drama Queen, right here on Drama TV. She know how to set the record straight. Peace. Happy holidays.
It's your one and only drama queen. I'm here with a very talented and divine Angie Stone, talking about her fifth studio album, Unexpected. First of all, that has such a meaning to it. Explain the meaning and where that comes from, because it's a family situation that actually happened, right?
Yeah, Unexpected was definitely a definitive title once my father passed away 7 months ago. I wasn't certain as to what I was going to call it, but I do know that I wanted it to have an unexpected feel, and of course that was the kickoff.
Okay. And with that title, this album is something that we've been actually wanting, because it is going to have that emotion and that story that your albums have had in the past.
Right.
Talk a little bit about just kind of where you went with this album and just the feeling of it, because I feel that even hearing the single, it definitely had a very strong story in that, and it was very exciting. So talk a little bit about that if you can.
Okay, that song "I Ain't Hearing You," which is the first single, was written by a young lady by the name of Juanita Wynn and a producer by the name of Sue. I heard the song 5 years ago, and I loved it then because I thought it spoke volumes to situations that plague us all the time. Gossip. He say, she say, I say, you say. This message is say, let's not listen to the gossip. Let's not fall victim to the gossip until we know the truth on our own. Let's give someone the benefit of the doubt.
Okay. And that's a very powerful statement, because it seems that we can get caught up in that very easily.
Absolutely.
You're actually a living testimony of being able to go through all the things,
Through the
ups and
fire.
down, through the fire, right? And express to those who follow you, because many find you as an inspiration. How has that struggle been, and are you at a good place now where you're saying, all that I went through, I can talk about it freely? Are you in that place right now?
It all depends on what you're talking about.
As far as the career-wise and just dealing with certain things, as far as like what people have been saying, whether it's the music or even criticism, how do you deal with that now? Are you in a good place?
It behooves me as to how a person can get online and have nothing to do but sit back and, dog another individual that is trying to make a life for themselves. It's unfortunate that a lot of people focus on the negative and not pull from the positive.
Right.
It has been times that it affected me, but not to the point where I let it control me. I'm a Christian. I'm a God-fearing woman, and in spite of what anybody says, I'm still a human being. So I do make mistakes sometimes. But I promise you, I wouldn't give a fly the benefit of my time to sit back and actually pour negativity into another individual. Life is way too short to spend my time hating on somebody.
Right.
So on that note, I've learned to adjust to just loving myself enough to ignore that. The second thing is the beautiful things that people say. I pull that back into my cipher and utilize it to encourage other people and to get beyond the rumors. There has been, and you all very well know, there has been an attack on my relationship with D'Angelo over and over and over again. And with the likes of people like Patti LaBelle, Gladys Knight, Betty Wright, people that have put down 30 to 40 years in the business. We should be proud of them as icons. I have been a living proof of an artist to be in the game from hip-hop to this moment. So to have somebody try to drag down my credibility after, it's because of my energy and my desire and love for the game to stay in it, so that the next man will have the opportunity and have an envision that, you know what, she went that long, I can go too. Instead of pulling down our icons, we need to commend them. It doesn't matter who we sleep with, it doesn't matter why, but everybody has a story.
Right.
And at the end of the day, God chose a path for me, and whatever that path is, I've been following it. So if it encompasses D'Angelo, or if it encompasses Joe Neckbone, if it encompasses Bootsy Collins, if it encompasses anybody, take the lesson from that, learn from it, grow from it, and be about something else.
Absolutely. And talking a little bit about kind of honoring those who came before us, you recently honored Shaka Khan, right? And talk a little bit about that experience.
Well, Shaka and I go way, way, way back. We're good friends. A lot of people that subscribe to Essence Magazine will recall we had an article together back in Essence when both our lives turned around. I had just come off some medication called prednisone that made me really big, and a lot of people looked at, oh, she's fat, she's disgusting, but at the end of the day, I was fighting for my life and the medicine. And Shaka was coming off of, being someone who had indulged in a lot of things that she wasn't proud of and got into her space. They brought us together, and we had an awesome sisterhood development. When they asked me to be a part of a tribute, I was like, I love Shaka, I would do anything. But everybody know I don't have Shaka's range, I never have, and what I wanted to do, because I've often been compared to her tone of voice, her brother, actually commended me on that. I said to her early on in the mix, I said, look, I can't hit all of them notes, so I said, we need to, she said, I got you. So once we saw Charlie Wilson doing this thing, and everybody got up there, Shaka gave me the look like, I'm going to get him. So it was time, I knew, to go down and give her the mic, because it was her moment to be honored, and she actually rescued me, because I was not about to go there. Even though I could carry my own, I really wanted it to be about her at the end of the show.
And I think one of the things that people are seeing about you is this confidence that you're exuding. I mean, it's powerful. Do you feel that there has been a change in you, not just in your demeanor, but just in the way that you are kind of carrying yourself? Because I've actually been seeing a lot of comments on that, just like Angie Stone, she's different, just like she's, something about her now. I mean, can you pinpoint what that is, perhaps?
I can absolutely pinpoint it. Outside of loving myself, I told you years ago I was on medication that actually, I was on prednisone, and anybody knows about prednisone. It's a steroid due to a breathing disorder that I had. Once God delivered me from that situation, I was able to come off the medication, and I was able to actually start to go back to who Angie Stone was before the devil attacked her. So now people are just getting to see the Angie Stone that before Vertical Hole and before this big, record deal, I was a nice 117 pounds, and back in the day, Miss Brickhouse. So they're finally getting a chance to see this person come back, because the medication is gone. I think the sex appeal, I owe that to God, because at my age, to still be relevant and still be in the game and still look good and still come around, I think I'm just an inspiration for the next generation.
You are. You
Thank
absolutely
you.
are.
Thank you.
And we appreciate you sitting with me today.
Absolutely.
Of course, just kind of promote the album. It's coming up actually it's released already, right now?
The album came out on the 23rd of November,
Yes,
which is the
it
day before Thanksgiving. It's entitled Unexpected. One of my favorite songs is an empowerment song that was written by Jazzy Faye and Rico, Fantasia's brother, and he features on the song. It's called Free. And what it is designed to motivate and uplift and dance to. Had a lot of fun doing it. I pay homage to a lot of the DJs that have supported me over these 30 years. And I actually do your typical Angie Stone, hit to the bone,
All right now.
to the core with my songs. All I can say is one love to everybody. Happy holidays. And to you, Miss Drama, thank you so much for helping me set the record straight.
Thank you.
Okay.
I know he ain't right, even I recognize.